Greetings, I'm Randall. So this next video I'm going to put up is another RV campground video. You may wonder why I start each video, or most of them at least, with a long drive into the campground. And this is one of my pet peeves on campgrounds, is that oftentimes it's difficult or nigh impossible to get into the campground with a large motor coach. And if you had two opposing vehicles meeting each other, large vehicles, it just would not work. And in fact, it's sometimes even difficult to get in with, meet a car on some of these roads that lead into the campgrounds. So I wanted you, the viewer, to see what it takes to get in. And then sometimes you'll see what obstacles are in the campground. We'll film some of that as well. And then I'll give you the overall report on the campground. So without further ado, and if you're wondering about the beautiful artwork behind me, that's all my wife's painting. She's brilliant. But anyway, I digress. I will now get on to the next campground video. Yeah, here we are at Mystic Waters Family Campground. Quite a place. We have been here before. Move, buddy.
Arriving at 435 West State Road 38, Pendleton, Indiana 46064, United States, on the left.
We'll unhook here too, I think. Before we go to our camp spot, tow back in there. We'll have to have you drive it. Let me just check in. Last time we had a circle around, if I remember right. So we're in the back corner of it there, the same as last time. It's a nice little campground with the lake and everything. It's pretty. Yeah. Okay, now we just gotta check in. Not near as busy when we were here on Labor Day. So this morning, we're at Mystic Waters Campground outside of Indianapolis. And as you can see, it's quite an interesting park. There are basically 3 ponds here. You see this one here is a nice swimming, canoeing, and they got the beach down there. There's quite a few cabins, as you can see. Then there's a pond on the other side where you see that truck driving. That is for fishing. And so is this one here with the geese back over here. Now, it's, I would say, almost an RV resort. I mean, you've got all sorts of activities. They've got live music. They have different things for the kids to do. It doesn't have a swimming pool, but you've got the pond. Now, the disadvantage, as you can probably hear, is we are right near a highway, Interstate 69, and you can hear it. But I don't really notice that too badly. Beautiful, beautiful park. It's not called an RV resort, but it's darn close. There's this area here I'm walking in front of is set up for tent camping. They have various 30 amp and 50 amp hookups. The hookups are all together, which is nice. I'll show you that in a little bit. But first, Cookie and I decided we wanted to take a walk around this morning. It's quite a nice place. Now, this field over here, where we stayed before here once, last year, and you can see it's got kind of, they call it center field. It's all just gravel and fairly level. I mean, there's no problem getting your coach level. It's got full hookups. And it looks like, I would guess, there's some over there, full hookups in the tree section. I suspect that some people in the area rent all summer and just bring their motorhome here, park our fifth wheel, and park it and leave it here all summer, and then just come here for their entertainment. It's just really, really nice. There's a great heron there. How about that? Very, very, very nice park. For the boats you can rent, you can get the infamous paddle boat, or you can rent like a kayak-y like thing, or looks like even a canoe or two up here on the racks. And here's their patio that they have live events at, live music evidently, and other dancing and fun, especially on the weekend. I think the live music is on the weekend. So it's quite a nice setup. It's really would be a place to go for a week or two if you wanted and enjoy yourself. Tetherball over there. It looks like you've got some sort of lawn jot or maybe cornhole they play there. And you've got some barbecues, a dock over here. It's really quite a nice setup. And here's the entrance to the store. So they have a few items, typical grocery store type thing. Here's the beach, so you got a beach to go on, which is kind of nice. And it looks like the roped off swim area. It's really pretty nice place. So hookup wise, you can see we have full hookups. We've got the sewer, a nice power box, 50 amp. The water's a little bit interesting because you've got basically this kind of interesting box here. It's for winter protection where you've got your water way down inside, I guess, and it's a little awkward to get into, but other than that, it's all nicely located together. And as you can see, it's flat. It's not, I think the jacks went down and they leveled it real easily, all on a nice gravel surface. So overall, it's quite good indeed. Okay, and overall it's a little on the pricey side. It's $89 or $85 a night with tax, but it was good. So in this video of Mystic Waters RV Park, you may have noticed as you walked around there a puddle of water kind of coming out from under the RV. Oh, I'll show you a close-up of it with it actually draining. It's coming from the RV. So this was an interesting little tidbit we learned about our Newmar. So there's a feature called Aquamizer on it. And at the previous night at E-Town, I not had it hooked up for water at the end, and Sandra took a shower. So when you want to take a shower with an Aquamizer, when you're not hooked up to outside water, you can conserve your water by flipping it to you flip the little valve this way, and what ends up happening is the water pump starts and it recirculates the water through the hot water to get your water hot. So that way you can flip it the other way and now take a shower and you have hot water instantly and you're not running lots of water through your shower waiting for it to get warm. And it also makes you get a hot shower faster. So my lovely bride tried that and turned it on. Well, when she got out of the shower, she incorrectly turned it to that Aquamizer position, thinking that was the way it's supposed to be. This causes a problem. When you're driving down the road, which we did that day, to Mystic RV Campground, it's recirculating the water in your water tank, pulling it out of your water tank, heating it, and putting it back in to the water tank. So what you're doing is you're heating your water tank. Worse, when you hook up to water, which we did at Mystic there, is it starts adding water to your water tank. So your water tank ends up overflowing. So that morning after I shot that video, I went over and I took a picture. Here's the picture. And you can see the water draining down. And I put my fingers on it and it was hot water. And so then I ended up calling Newmar, and in the meantime I figured out, it's the Aquamizer, and sure enough it was in the wrong position. I turned it off. Well, that was a great learning on us. Don't make sure that Aquamizer is always in the right position. Otherwise, you will end up with overflowing your tank, and it will overflow. And I said, tank overflow went there and dribbled a bunch of water on the ground. Worse, it was hot water, and even worse than that, I couldn't take a shower that morning because the hot water tank had hot water in it. I mean, let me rephrase that. The regular water tank had hot water in it. So basically, the water tank itself was hot, so you couldn't get it cold enough to take a shower. So anyway, lesson learned. Aquamizer needs to be in the right position, and my sweetheart now knows that position, and I know to watch for it as well. And anyway, there wasn't Mystic's problem with their campground. The campground was excellent. We would go back there in a heartbeat. It's nice. It's a little on the pricey side at $85 plus tax, but well worth going to, well worth enjoying their activities. There's all sorts of things going on there. So hopefully if you get by there, you should stop and use the campground. And somewhere on the road, I'll see you out there. Thank you.